Hello Maniacs, I'm back. Ready to do another mani. Tonight I am going to do something a little summery. It's like, you know, it's winter, it's gross out, and I decided I need a little bit of flowers, some spring, summer vibes going on to combat the winter. Ugh. So, I've got a couple Incoco sets out that I'm going to use. So this one is like a shimmer set. It's got a nice little peachy color. It is called Tinkerbelle. My fave. I love Tinkerbelle. All right, and then this one has some tropical vibes going on, and it is called Perfect Match. Interesting. I don't know why they call it that, because it's just flower. I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna do some slant action with those. I think I'm gonna make some strips out of these ones that don't have the flowers on them to kind of put in the middle. So we're gonna play around with it a little bit. Hi, by the way, if you're new here, my name is Heather. I am a ColorStreet stylist and a nail addict. I use all things ColorStreet, so ColorStreet and Incoco. Incoco is actually the main brand. Sally Henson, all sorts of the different ones that are out there that has been made by Fa. And then I also try some of the off-brands. I recently discovered lovely Hello UV gel nails that I really like, so I've been using those too. So I use a lot of different stuff. This set is an older one. It's been in here for a while, so it's actually sticking to the package a little bit. I'm guessing this says the last digit on here is 6, so could be 2016. Could also be 2006. I don't think so, though. I think it's 2016, but still, that's a long time. Long time these have been in this package, so they're a little sticky, a little stuck. All right, here we go. We got them out, though. All right. So these we're going to do full nails with, and then we're going to put the other set over top of them. Yeah, those were really stuck to each other, huh? My thumbnails are pretty short right now, so I think I might be able to get away with one thumb. And then I need a middle, my ring, my pointer. So I've been using ColorStreet for a long time, so I know already which sizes are going to fit my nails. You figure it out pretty quickly. So if it's a ColorStreet, Incoco, Sally Henson, any of them that look like this, right, with the manufacturer name down there, they're pretty much the same size in all of them. So, but you can kind of put them up to your nail to measure to see which size you think is going to fit you. I usually bend it a little bit to see, like, how is that going to fit around my nail, because obviously your nail's not flat, right? But I don't need to do that anymore because I've used them for so long. I know exactly which sizes are going to fit, so I can just kind of pull them out and know what I need. After you've used them once or twice, you'll be able to do the same thing if you haven't used them before. For me, the thumbs, sometimes I need 2. It just depends on how long my nails are at the moment. Right now, they're uber short, so I know I probably only need 1. But the rest of them, I can usually use 1 for 2 nails. So, and I'm going to use just 1 thumb, I think, today. because I am also going to put this over it. So if it doesn't go completely to the edge, I'm not super worried about it. All right, I'm going to seal the rest of those back up. So I'm going to cut off a piece of this because I only need a little bit of it. And we're going to put those back in. I really like the color of this strip because it's like it's a shimmer, and it's got kind of like a, it's almost a little bluish tint to it, which is obviously pretty different when you're looking at a peach colored strip, but it like matches. It doesn't, it's not bad. So it's going to be one of those ones that'll have like kind of a different color to it depending on the light that's hitting it. I tried moving the camera up a little higher today, so hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing a little better. But I can't really see without sitting up kind of to see it, so I don't know if hopefully I'm staying in frame and there's no issue. But all right, so we're gonna start with our pinkies. And the pinky strip for me, this side fits perfect. This side's a little big, but that's okay. It doesn't matter, I still use it. Oh, okay. This is incredibly sheer. That might work though, because then it'll kind of be like a negative space vibe going on, almost an underlay, when I put the other ones over top of it. So I'm okay with that. Yeah, this is not in any way. Wow, it's basically an overlay. I mean, it's completely sheer. It's kind of like the, do you remember the Secret Agent sets? It's given me that kind of vibe. I wonder now, do I want to do it over the top? No, we're gonna go with it. This is what we're doing. It'll be fine. So it's just a, kind of giving the nail a little bit of a tint to it almost. It's actually really pretty. Just not what I was expecting, you know? I was expecting it to actually be this peachy color, but it's kind of cool. It'll give it more of a French tip vibe when I put the other parts over it. So I'm not mad at it. It's very thin though, so it's kind of hard to maneuver it. It's like it's rolling up on me on the end and stuff. But then it goes down pretty smooth, so it's okay. Honestly, yeah, I mean, I would wear that just the way it is. It's really pretty. If you wanted just kind of like a nice natural look to your nail, you could totally put that on and just have it the way it is, and it would give you this kind of just pretty sheer color. Okay, sorry. I'm geeking out a little bit already. Okay. So normally you would use your thumbnails to trim these, and that's why we start with the pinky, right? Because we're going to use our thumb as much as we can. It's the best tool. But I put the Orly Bonder underneath my strips, and I don't want to mess it up. It dries a little tacky because, again, it's Bonder, so the idea is that it's going to bond the strip to your nail. And so I don't typically use my thumbs anymore because I'm afraid to mess up the tacky layer that's there. So I'll use either my nippers, or another good option is always the orange wood stick. That will work really good, functions just like your thumbnail as far as that goes. You can typically cut the strip pretty easy with an orange wood stick and then just peel it right off to get that excess that's around the edge. Of course, because I said that, it doesn't want to come off. I just did a whole bunch of hand and nail care, so right now my skin is super dry because I didn't put moisturizer on yet, because you want to wait until your strips have cured before you put any kind of moisturizer, oils, anything on your skin, because if you don't, it's gonna make your strips not stick well. So I did a bunch of cuticle work, and I did a scrub on my hands before I started. So the skin around my nails right now is pretty dry, so of course this wants to stick to it like glue. All right. I like that strip, honestly. It's really pretty. I definitely could put it over everything, but then it's going to give these strips a different like sheen to them. And I don't know if that's what I want. Yeah, we're going to keep going with how we started. Let's just go with it, right? It's just nails. I'm going to change them in a couple days anyways, so if I end up not liking it, then the only reason I'm thinking of like that I could put it over instead of under is that then it would kind of seal in the layers that I was planning on doing with these strips. But I seal it in with top coat too, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. That is really pretty. This would be really good over just a regular white French tip. It would give it such a pretty color to it. Like you could use this with a lot of different stuff. I'm glad I finally opened it. I've had it forever. Oh my gosh. My stupid little pusher did not want to pick up. Or my hands didn't want to pick it up. However you want to look at it. It's the pusher's fault or my fault, but yeah, I have had this for probably a year and I haven't used it yet. I'm glad I did, because now I know it's essentially an overlay. I can use it in different ways. And it will give whatever you put it over kind of a peachy vibe, but it also has that iridescence to it that will also kind of affect the color of the strip and what the pattern looks like, just like the Secret Agent ones where they kind of can make a strip look a little bit different, you know? So you would have the same kind of a effect with this. So, yeah, I like that. All right. And this is definitely giving me a summery vibe. That's what I wanted. Sick of the dang cold, the rain, the general ickiness outside. So I want to feel like I'm somewhere tropical. Oh, that is pretty. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I haven't posted the last video yet. The last one I did was another one with the UV gel wraps. And I'm going to give away one of the sets. So if you haven't watched that video yet, because that one will get posted before this one, go watch it, comment on it so that I know you're interested, and then I will put your name in the drawing for the free set, I accidentally bought 2 of the same one. So I decided I would just give one of them away to you guys so you can try it out. Yeah, see, this is a really thin strip too, so it's like, it's just sticking like saran wrap to my skin almost. It's really kind of a pain in the buttocks. Come off. All right. There we go. When I do post the last one that I did, which is probably going to go up tonight, I'll probably put it up, or maybe tomorrow morning. I forgot to take Nailface before I took it off. I started picking. I was stressed out about something, and then I start picking at my nails. So I pulled it all off and then realized I never took Nailface after. So you guys just will have the video, no pretty Nailface after. But you get a general idea of how they came out in the video. It's just, in the video I hadn't, you know, done my filing or anything yet. So like the edges were super rough still, and you know, so it just doesn't look quite as pretty as once you've filed and put your top coat on and all that stuff. I'm really glad. I was going to turn on my warming mat because it is kind of cold in here. But like my hands weren't too cold, so I figured it would be all right. I'm kind of glad I didn't turn it on because these strips are already super like tacky and gummy on their own without having the warming mat making them even gooier. It would have been a pain to get these on. So sometimes that happens with the set that's been around for a while. You know, it gets a little bit, for lack of a better word, gummy. So it's just a little more like squishier, you know, which makes it hard to get the edges off when you're trying to do cleanup. So there we go. I really like that. All right. So yeah, what I'm gonna do with these, I'm gonna cut them on a diagonal so that I have just like the flower part to put as my slant across the top. And then I was gonna take the line punch and punch lines out of this stripy one, and then polka dots to use as like a thin strip, almost like nail tape, you know what I mean? To put in between, so there's a like defined line between the two things. Plus I just wanted to get more of the stripe and dotty action going in the manicure, so because I love that part of it. I love a good floral, but I really love that it's a floral with dots and stripes and stuff in it, like oh Lord, I forgot the name of it. It's one of my favorite sets, Sakura Festival. Love that one because it has the polka dots and stuff in it and the flowers. It's really a pretty set. That's one of my favorites. I think I have like 5 or 6 of them. I've got probably more than I'll ever use in my lifetime. Probably leave them to my grandchildren. And by then they'll be one of those sets that are ridiculous. Like, you know, people will pay hundreds of dollars for. I will never pay hundreds of dollars for a set, period. Because I'm going to use it. I don't want to collect it. So I've never understood that. Like, it just sits there. There's no point to it to me. My tablet just scared the crap out of me. The picture on the video I have playing for background music started moving. And out of the corner of my eye, it made it seem like someone was moving in the room. It scared me. At least I didn't jump and go this time, but it still scared me. All right. I probably should have done this first and then started recording, but it's going to be kind of a long video once I'm finished. But that's okay. I know some of you like these longer videos anyways. So you will have plenty of time to do your nails while you watch this one, because it's taking me a while with these gummy strips to get this going. It should not take this long to do a full nail application, but you know, it is. So I would like to see if you guys have any ideas, nail fees of things you want to see. Because I would like some inspiration from you guys. What do you want to see? Is there any like trends or whatever that you're seeing in nail fees that you want to see how to do it, see how it looks, whatever? You can let me know in the comments or send me pictures on Facebook of things that you want to see. I really like getting stuff from you guys that you like so that I can kind of give you something you want to see. So if you have any that you're wanting to try out but you haven't yet and you want to see how they look first, let me know. Send me a picture and we'll try it out. I don't really have anything planned out right now except for once Valentine's comes. I've got several sets I want to do, but other than that, I have nothing planned out right now. I'm kind of just, it depends on the day what I end up deciding I want to do. So I do have a ton of mixed manis to use as well, so I can start going through some of those. If you guys like seeing the ones that are kind of already done, and they're very mixed because they usually have 3 to 4 sets in them. So if you like seeing that, if that gives you good ideas of things to use together, I can do more of those too. I did so many of them during the holidays that I was taking a little bit of a break from doing those and trying to use other things, you know, because I have my collection of nails. I have a 3-tiered cart filled with nails. I think I've shown it to you guys before on here, but I have a 3-tiered cart, plus I have a couple of binders that are filled with nail sets. So, you know, I wanted to use some of those too. I have so much stuff on there. Have a ton of Sally Henson sets. I haven't used any of those in a while, so I could do some of those too if you want to see how those ones work. Just gotta let me know what you like, what you want to see. I really, 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 really like this set. I think I'm gonna have to get some more of it, because it's definitely a good one that I can use with a lot of different things. Although I do that all the time. I'm like, oh, I need more of it. I need more. I need more. And I don't use it again. I have a whole bin full of, actually 2 bins filled with partials. I keep saying I'm going to do like a sale with those and see if anybody wants them, because I don't reuse them half the time. Every once in a while, I'll get a wild hair and pull out my partials and try and make something with them. And I tend to not like it when I do that, because I'm like, usually it's pulling together what I can to make a full manicure out of what's left in the things. I don't, you know, I just don't tend to like it. So I always am like, oh, I should just get rid of them and, you know, give them to somebody or sell them, whatever. You know, because like I don't use the smaller thumbs usually, because the bigger thumbs fit my thumbs better. So like a lot of my sets, the partials are going to have the smaller thumbs in them. So if you're someone that uses the smaller thumbs, they would be more used to you than they are to me sitting in there, because I probably will never use them. So I don't know, maybe I should just try and do like a flash sale with them or something and sell them for $1 or $2 a piece, you know? I'm sure there are people out there that would like them and use them instead of letting them sit in a drawer like I am. Okay, that one was definitely big enough to cover both thumbs, so that's good. I am happy about that. Also means my thumbs are probably pretty short right now, so I'm also not happy. I really want my nails to grow out. Trying very hard. I decided I'm in like cuticle rehab right now, because you know, if you've watched my nail care videos, I cut my cuticles. I push them back, cut them off. And I know it's bad. You're not supposed to do it. One of the girls posted a picture in the Sassy Crew of someone with their thumb that looked clearly infected, and it was like, it said, when your nail technician tells you not to cut your cuticles, listen. I was like, oh, they're right. They're right. They're right. I know they're right. So I tried not to cut them this time. I pushed them back. I did the glass cuticle remover stick thing. I did cut some. There was little pieces that just wouldn't come off. I did cut those, but they were more like hangnails than cuticles. So I'm trying to stop cutting my cuticles. We'll see if it works. I don't know. I've tried it before. And it hasn't worked, but we'll see. You never know. So, all right. Let's get this puppy open and get going with these. So, let's see, when was this one? This one has, the last digit is 5. So probably a 2015 set. And let's see, is it stuck? Yeah, a little bit. They always, like the older ones, seem to get a little bit stuck in the package. So I usually have to use my tweezers to kind of go in there and separate them from the package so that I can pull them out. Which is fine, because they still work. As you can see, they were very pliable and everything. They weren't like dried out or whatever. All right. So I think what I'm going to try and do is just use the one strand. So we will put the others away. And then I will use these two to make some lines. And then the rest of them are going to go, wait a minute. No, I'm going to need something off of the other one. Let's see. All right, let's do this. We're going to use, I don't want to use that one. So let's use the other little pinky. Maybe. And we'll just make lines out of the pinkies, and this will go over one of the other nails. I'm not going to seal it up yet, just in case I need to take another one out. I wasn't thinking that it wasn't enough fingers. Duh, I should have. There's only 6 strips. I should have realized you can't do just... But we might still be able... We'll see. All right, so these are going to be used for lines. This is going to go on the pinkies. This one will go on my pointer. This one will go on the ring. This one will do the middle, and then this one the thumbs. So what I want to do is just take like this part right here and cut it off. And then actually I might want to cut even more off because I really just want the flower on there. So I need to actually cut even more, I think, here. We'll cut another little bit off so it's just at where the flower starts. And then, come on. I always hate trying to get the end that doesn't have the tab off the backing. It's so much fun. There we go. It's really stuck to that paper pretty good. All right. So let's see here if we can get this. I kind of need to do it like in the opposite and do it from the top down because I want the flower to be like really covering the nail. And I got it. Like that placement was not good. But I think, well, that wasn't what I wanted to happen. All right, I'm gonna take this piece and patch it on the other side here. I mean, I did want it to cover more of the nail, but not quite that much. And then on this side, I'm missing some, so we'll use this little bit to kind of patch it. You pooper head. You know what? Where is it? I had just cut off extra. What did I do with the extra bit that I cut off? Y'all see it anywhere? Is it here? Where'd it go? Well, we're gonna cut more off this anyways, so it'll be fine. All right, so this one, again, we're gonna cut all the way to where the flower is, and we're gonna take it off. Well, let's see if we can place this one a little bit better. Okay, that's a little better than the other one. Not much, but a little. But I also have this. I like to use the little bit that's left on the tab when I need to patch things sometimes, because I feel like it's just enough and you have like a little handle to hold on to, so it makes it easier. So I like using that bit of the strip up. All right. It is still a little farther down than I wanted, but it's on the pinkies, and those are really short. So, I mean, that was kind of bound to be a little bit more than I was wanting. All right. And then what I want to do is, so like the ones that have polka dots, right? I want to do a stripe for the bit that's going to go across it. And then the ones that have stripes, I want to use the polka dot. Does that make sense? I don't know if it makes sense. It makes sense in my head. But sometimes what's in my head does not necessarily translate very well. So hopefully it makes sense. I think it makes sense. Yeah. And these flowers are making me very happy. It's very exactly what I was kind of going for as far as the sort of springy, summery vibe. Making me feel like all tropical and whatnot. Yeah. Okay. All right. And then let's see. So, okay, there. I was going to say, dang it, I lost the piece again that I cut off, but it's right here because I'll use that for some lines. So, all right. Get off of me. Thank you. I hope I've been in frame. I'm not really watching. Because like I said, I have to kind of sit up high to look. I think with it up higher, you're in frame a bit better all the time, but I don't know. All right, now let's see if we're going to be able to get both flowers on these ones. I hope we can. Come on, come off, little guy. Yeah, these ones are kind of gummy too because they're an older strip. So like they don't want to come off the paper. You have to be careful with the ones when they're a little bit older because they can stick around the edges and then you end up ripping it. So you have to kind of be gentle taking it off so that you don't, like this one's sticking on the side. But that's okay because I think that piece of flower is not going to be able to be entirely on my nail. So that may go off the tip of the nail anyways. And we'll only have the bottom half of the flower, which is fine because the top half of the flower got a little stuck. All right, let's see. I really feel like it needs to be from the other side here. I need to do it because I'm trying to see if I want the most flower on there. Ah, biscuit. This is not working how I wanted it to. Trying to get all of the flower on there is meaning the strips are not getting placed completely on my nail the way I want it. So now I've got an empty piece out on this side that I'm going to have to patch. It's okay. We'll do better on the other side. And it'll be fine. All right. Sometimes I think I should try things out before I come try and do them, but what fun would that be, right? It's more fun to watch Heather lose her crap, isn't it? All right. All right, well, I got less of the top flower, but at least it's covering my whole nail. So that is better. Let's do, I want to see if I can cut this off here. I might have enough of the flower. Come on, don't stick to the nippers, please. There we go. Okay, don't stick, don't stick. All right. Yes, I think I do. So I'm gonna kind of use that to patch that little bit on the side, and it'll give a little bit more flower in there. There we go. Okay. Ah. Tossing stuff around over here. Sorry, I'm concentrating. Concentrating, I get all quiet. There we go. Okay. Okay. I think I like it. But again, I mean, if I don't, it's not going to be on there for long. And I always say, wait till morning. If you don't like it in the morning, then you cannot like it. If you don't like it at night, don't do anything about it. Leave it alone. I can tell you this from experience because I've changed too many things, and then sometimes you end up ruining it, and then you would have actually liked it had you let it cure up and kind of do its thing overnight. So let it be. Look at it in the morning. Then if you don't like it, take it off. Okay. Now on the middle finger, I'm going to use just the stripe one. And let's see. Well, how much do I need? Do I want to do a whole stripe nail? No, I don't. All right, let's cut it in half. No. Because I need some of the stripe out of this. Let's do this. I'm gonna cut some of the end off first, and then so that it's still on the backing, and then I'm gonna cut it across like that because I know I won't need the whole thing to make a slant. So then I can put this there we go. Okay. Okay, so that worked. Stop scratching. Stop it. Cat is scratching my table. Stop it. Quit it. I know you heard me the first time, you poop head. They literally have a cat condo, okay? Like, this thing's huge. It's a condo. It has like a little house part to it. It has multiple levels. It has a hammock. It has one of those little round sleepy hammocks. Like, it's nice. They have a nice little thing. And the whole thing has scratching post on it. Like, in the middle of each level is scratching post. Do they scratch that? No. They scratch my furniture. Of course. So why would we scratch our scratching post, Mom? When there is a nice furniture leg here we can scratch. If you're a cat mom, you can understand me, right? We buy them like a fancy toy to play with, and they play with the box or the bag it came in. You buy them a beautiful cat condo. They don't sleep in it, and they scratch other things. They did start actually sleeping in the little, it's like got one level has a little house part on it. And they actually did start finally sleeping in there, but it took forever for them to use it. They just kind of looked at it like, psh, I'm not going in there. And I'm like, but it's soft and fuzzy and like a perfect place to sleep. And they just like, no, we're not doing that. Now they like it. They'll get in there. I have 2 cats, okay? They're brother and sister. They're all black. The only way that you can tell them apart pretty much is that the boy is fatter than the girl. Although right now the girl has a little thing on her back. I think she was scratching her back on their little litter box house. Because I have their litter box like in a, it looks sort of like a trunk almost, like a furniture trunk, but it has a little door on one side, and then the doors you can open up to take the litter in and out and clean it and stuff. I think she was scratching her back on that when she was going in and out. She was like using it to scratch, and it probably got like bacteria in a scratch, so she has a little wound on her back right now. But it's healing up pretty good, so it just looks bad, you know. But I've been keeping a close eye on it. And so you can tell because she has that little area on her back now too. But before that, the only way you could tell is she's about maybe 2 to 5 pounds smaller than the boy. So I can tell them apart because I've had them since they were 6 weeks old. I can tell for sure, like, oh, nope, that one's George, that one's Georgia. Yes, I gave them matching names because they're basically twins. They look exactly alike. And so I can tell them apart, but sometimes other people can't. They're just like, yeah, you've got 2 black cats that look exactly the same. And both of them are bigger than the dog. So, yeah. My little Theo tries to start crap with them, and I'm like, dude, they will kick your butt. Like, they are bigger than you. Like, you need to back off. They outweigh him by like 10 pounds. So I try and tell him, I'm like, you're asking for trouble, man. Asking for trouble. They're gonna swat your butt, and I'm gonna laugh. And he like runs around barking at him and stuff, and they just look at him like, what? What? What are you gonna do, Pipsqueak? And then every once in a while they'll swat at him like, go away, kid, you bother me. That's pretty funny. And then they fight too over mommy. The boy cat always sleeps with me. For the most part, he's always slept with me. He likes to come and lay down on my side and sleep with mommy. And Theo also likes to sleep with Mommy. And the two of them will kind of like jockey for position closer to Mommy's face. So the cat will get up there and lay down on my side. And then Theo will like try and lay down in front of him so that he's closer to me. And then the cat will like come up and push him out of the way and get closer. And I'm like, oh my God, you two. Eventually you're going to be laying on my head. Like, you can't. Okay, this finger came out way better than the others did. I'm very happy with this one. It did what I wanted because I stopped trying to get the full flower on there. Now it actually looks the way I wanted it to. I guess I had to give up my dream of getting the whole flower part on there. I had to give up the dream. But now they look pretty. Or I'm just getting better at it because I've done 3 other nails now. But, you know, whatever. All right. I really like this set too, with the flowers on it. I love the Tinkerbell set, but I love the flowers too. They're really pretty. I don't know what, is that like a, I think it's a hibiscus flower. I don't know. I'm not a gardener. I don't know these things, but I think it's called a hibiscus. I'm pretty sure. I'm sure one of you knows. You guys know everything. I say something in there, and then in the comments you always have the answer for me, so I'm sure one of you knows what it is. Let me know. So my last tattoo was on my birthday in November. I am itching to get another one, but they're so expensive. Like, I think that's the biggest deterrent for me, is how expensive it is. I mean, I guess it should be, right? You're putting something on your skin permanently. Like, that's not the time you want to cheap out on things, right? But it is really expensive. Like, the shop that I went to get this one on my birthday, the shop minimum was $100. They charged $120, and it took the guy like 10 minutes. Because it's just a bunch of dashes and dots. It's really not super complicated design there. And I kind of was like, ugh, I feel like I should have gotten more done. Like I should have gotten, I want all the constellations for, this one's mine, the Sagittarius one. I want to get my children's, their constellations on here. And I bet you if I went back and did them, it would take the guy the amount of time that it should have for $120. To do all 4, it probably would have taken him the hour, you know? So I almost want to go back and be like, okay, I already paid you for 10 minutes. You can finish now. But, yeah, I'm really itching to get another one done. All right, I want to start putting the lines on before I do my thumbs, I think, because I want to see how it's going to look. So, let's see. Okay, my pinkies are polka dots, so I want a striped line. And I was going to use the hole puncher, but like I feel like that it's not going to be big enough for that. So I'm just going to try and freehand slice some bits here and see how it goes. Is that skinny enough? Do I want it thinner than that? Yes, I do. All right, let's try it again. I want it really thin. I almost want it to be like nail tape, but like, I don't know. And don't worry, these scissors are not sharp enough that I'm going to cut my finger. I know there's some of you sitting there thinking it, going, oh, Lord, please don't bleed on video. I won't. It's okay. Not today, anyways. Maybe next time. And then YouTube will ban it because there's blood in the video. All right. This one, the way the strip fell, it's not even really like a slant anymore. It's more of a rounded edge. But I'm still gonna try. Let's see. Okay. And I want to see if I can get that one little piece. Sorry, I need to come closer to my face here for a second. There we go. All right. Yeah, that looks cute. Where's the other one? There it is. I think. Yep. I've got to, as I'm peeling stuff off of these papers, I got to throw them away so that I know for sure what is stuff that I just cut and what is actual just backing, paper backing here. Okay. So I want to grab this like that, and then, okay. This one came out more of a slant, like I wanted. Let's try just using our fingers here and see. There we go. Okay. Where I keep losing stuff because I'm throwing it down as I'm doing things instead of like placing it somewhere, and then I can't figure out where I put it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like it. All right. It's getting better, I feel like. I'm a little happier here. All right. So now these all actually need a polka dot stripe. The last one that's going to need a stripe is this. So let's see if I can cut some nice thin strips out of this piece here. I need, here. No, white isn't going to work because I won't be able to see the stuff on it then. We'll put them down here so I don't lose them. This is actually kind of fun, experimenting with it and seeing how it comes out. I like doing stuff like that. Oh, that's too thin. You can go over there, you little booger. Oh, all right. I'm gonna turn this around and just cut this piece off here. Since it's like, where are my tweezers? Okay, we got it. We got this. It's fine. We're fine. Everything is fine. All right. There we go. Okay. Now I feel like the others need to be cut thinner. Come on. Let's try it and see what happens. I bet y'all are liking this better, me cutting it by holding it with the tweezers instead of my finger. I know it, because you're probably sitting there going, she's gonna cut herself. Stop it. Okay, let's try one and see how they look before we keep going with this avenue of design here. Come on. Okay. I feel like it's a little short, so I need to put it on a finger that it will go across the whole. Yes, I like it. Look at that. It's cute. All right. It's making me happier a little bit now. Yes, I really like that. All right, let's see. Is this one long enough for my middle? Because I feel like the middle one, because it just has the stripes, it needs like a bigger piece of the polka dot, right? Let's try it. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I like that. It's cute, but it didn't go all the way to the end. It's like a like millimeter of space. All right. Let's do the ring finger, and then we'll move on to the other side. I like the polka dot stripe much better than the striped stripe, if that makes sense. I like the polka dot better than the striped stripe. Because the stripey one just, it's a very pale pink, so it doesn't show up a lot. You know? It's just kind of like pale pink, white, not really showing up like the polka dot is, but I think it's okay still. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna have to use one of these to do this side here, but I think I'm just gonna cut like thin strips still, and instead of using my line punch. All right, let's see here. Oh, you piece of poo-poo. Come on. It almost came off and then it went back on. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, you suck. I don't know if you could tell what just happened there, but the like paper ripped and didn't come all the way off. So let's try this again. I'm gonna cut the thicker piece to go on my middle, and then maybe I'll be able to patch the little tiny bit that didn't work on this side. There we go. That's what you're supposed to do, strip. Okay. What is it about polka dots? They are just like awesome. I love them. Do you guys like them? I like polka dots. I'm a fan. We know this, I think, already. I think I've ranted before about polka.com and what idiots they were for getting rid of that. But, all right, I need a straight line on the end of this here so that I can put a tiny bit. I'm going to have to come over here where I can see better. There we go. And put a tiny bit on the end here where it didn't get covered by the other strip. Okay. There we go. I really like that one, actually. All right. Now we're going to try and get a thinner piece again to go on these two. Let's see if I can do a thinner piece and get the backing to come off here. I think we might have it this time. Okay, let's see if I can get it to come with the tab part. I think it'll work. There we go. Okay. And then this should actually be long enough for both fingers. So let's see here. There we go. All right, and then we should be able to put this one on the ring finger. And that is good, and then we'll do the thumbs. There we go. Okay. Ah. Oh my gosh, the polka dots are making me very happy. Oh no, I messed up my thumb strip a little bit. All right. So that's those ones. I think they came out pretty cute. And now we'll do our thumb. So I'm gonna take the plastic off first. I almost didn't take the plastic off. That would have been tragic. All right, so we're gonna cut it right down the middle like this. And let's see if we can. Yeah, it's not gonna have the whole flower like you want, Heather. Remember, you're gonna have to just deal with that. But I think we can make it look good. All right. Come on. It doesn't want to come off either. No, don't rip, don't rip, don't rip. No, please. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Be nice to me. Oh, come on. It's like a millimeter of strip that is stuck to the edge. It's friggin' ridiculous. Okay. Okay. I got a fair amount of the flour on there, so that's not too bad. Okay. Okay. And then we're gonna have to cut all of this pretty flour off, but it's okay. It's all right. Goodbye, pretty flower. It's okay, because we're showing a little more dot on there by having less flour. So it's okay. It's all right. Okay. Now, let's see. Okay. Oh, I got a little bit on the edge there on that one. That's cute. So it's like a little half flower action going on there. I like that too. Okay. And now all we need is a couple stripy strips. Thing is, I don't know if I have any bits left that are big enough to go across my thumbnail like that. So I may need to take out the second strip that was striped out of the package, because I don't think I don't think this is going to be long enough to go all the way across. It's only going to go to like there. And I think if I try and patch it, it's going to look weird. It might not. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. This one is definitely not straight. Need to take a little bit off the edge of it. All right. So let's start from this side and go across. Even though you can't see the stripe, it actually still, I like it. Like it's, oh no, tablet died. We have no music now. So now when Heather goes quiet, it's going to stay quiet because there's no music to fill the silence. All right, I'll take this one and put it across the other nail. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to start from this end and go, no, don't. Oh, Lord. Okay. It's curling up on me here. So we're going to try and fix it here. It wants to go in the wrong direction. I need you to go this way, strip. There we go. Okay. So even though you can't really see the like striped pattern on it, it's still doing what I wanted because it's giving it like a definition between the strip and then the bottom part of my nail. That's what I wanted. So it does still work. It's just not exactly what I was envisioning, but it works still. So that's all that matters, right? Is this the right width? Nope, it needs to be a little skinnier. Cut a little more off of it. Okay. I have the dropsies tonight. Okay. There we go. And then we just need a tiny bit on each end here. Just to kind of complete the pattern. There, and we will, with it smushed down and then with some top coat on it, you won't notice that I patched the ends of them. see the like line between them. Okay. I need my nips to get that little extra bit out of there. Same thing, this side didn't want to come off, but I can nip it. There we go. Well, I made quite a mess doing this, but I think I like how they came out. What do you guys think? Can you see all? Yeah, you can. Okay. Bring it up a little closer so you can see everything. What do you think? I think I like it. It'll be a fun one for a couple of days, and I like the little flowers. So there we go. I will top coat her in a little bit here and take some nail-face for you tomorrow. And I hope you liked this one. I'll see you on the next one. Love you. Bye.